Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pop Spot, where we pop about all the spots we love in professional wrestling. I am your host, Andre C. Right over here is my boy, who's with me as always. It's AWS. How you doing, homie?
I'm doing great. I am exhausted. This summer has been crazy. This August has been crazy. So many changes. This was the first time I spent a lot of time down at the International Edmonton Fringe Festival. That was a lot of fun. I got about 21 shows in across the 10 days.
That's a lot of shows.
Yeah, it's a sincere amount of shows. Like the one show that I really wanted to go to that I didn't get the chance to get tickets for was Popeye. Though I just none of the dates matched up for my schedule, unfortunately. Sorry, Wrath.
No, because I was late to it. I was late.
I heard about that. That sucks. I'm sorry, Wrath.
Yeah.
No, but the Fringe was great. And then there's all the wrestling that's been happening. Today we're talking about the Top Talent show that happened on Friday. And coming out later this week will be the CWE show that happened on the Sunday. So look out for that in your subscription boxes.
Yeah. Again, lots of great professional wrestling this last time. There was also Forbidden Door that was on this weekend that I watched.
Yeah.
Man, it was a heck of a big old weekend of professional wrestling, and it's not stopping because we hit 2 shows this weekend. We've got another show this coming Friday for Love Wrestling that we're going to.
Then a show the weekend after.
We're going to the show, RCW show on the 5th, on this Friday the 5th. And then I know on the 31st, we've got a dance recital we're heading to.
Yeah, we are. That's going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be a horde event right then and there. So yeah, we got it's busy. Life is busy, but life it's a good thing.
We're in our WrestleMania season at this rate.
Mm-hmm. It's not stopping, but it's and work on top of it all. I'm just slowly grinding through it all. But we are here to talk Top Talent. Pro Wrestling presents another show featuring Danhausen and the return of Mike Santana.
I don't know what his hand signal is. I just know the LAX thing.
Yeah, that was more Homicide. That's more Homicide Hernandez.
That's more Homicide Hernandez generation of LAX.
Yeah.
Showing my age.
That's like a bunch of versions of Santana. Go, dang.
He is evolved.
Again, this was a interesting show. What I literally just realized is I still haven't uploaded the graphics yet. So.
Oh no. Oh boy.
I'm having a day. Let's just say this. I'm having a day, ladies and gentlemen. They'll pop up in a minute, but I went to go open it and I'm like, wait, I didn't upload it. What the heck? So we hit this up on. We hit this up on Friday. It was myself, AWS, our boy Andre S, and our boy Mike making his way out to his first Top Talent show.
Yeah, his first show, and he was
his first official show. Because he went to the K-Days with you.
Oh yeah, he did come to day 1 of K-Days Slam Fest. But this was the first time he'd actually been to Midway. So I would say he was pleasantly surprised at some points and horrified at others. But no, it was a great show. It was very well. We might get there. I might talk about it, but it was a great show.
I might not. I don't know.
That's fair. I didn't get that photo to you anyway, so we're fine.
That's the notes I want. I don't want that notes. I want those notes. I want the notes for this show. So we kicked it off Scramble style. It's a 6-way Scramble match. It was pure chaos, pure insanity. I guess.
Yeah, insanity. I would consider this insanity. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is insanity. So we have a 6-way scramble between Bobby Sharp, Mitch Clarke, Kody Garcia, Kody SOI Garcia,
Yes, we go.
Dalton Rogue, Rayden the Destroyer, and a new name for a familiar
Ezmeraldo. He had a middle name. I don't remember. Fugazi.
Fugazi.
And I'm very happy with the new with the repackage on an Esmeraldo. He has like an Italian or like a Bucharestian taxi driver gimmick, sort of. He's got the outfit. He came out to Bella Ciao, which I love. Bella Ciao is a great song.
Why is he a taxi driver?
It's the flat cap. The flat cap is what makes it.
I was thinking newsy, but okay.
Newsy, maybe a newsy in the 1800s.
There you go. The flat cap. It's like one of those kids selling papers on a corner.
I mean, okay, to be fair, if that is where we're going with it, I mean, Ezzy isn't the only one with an anachronistic gimmick. I mean, Dalton's the love man, for God's sake.
It's sure he's that old school love. I got love for this dude in this match. Let's talk about it. Fugazi with his beautiful double os cutter to Kody and Dalton in this match looked really good. Kody at one point gets this huge goes over the top huge, just big dive to the floor onto Rayden and Mitch, and Dalton comes off the top with a 450. So he does a suicide dive to Mitch and Dalton, Rayden on the floor, and then he had just hung up Fugazi on the rope, and Dalton springboards off the top, does a full rotation into a leg drop. Hitting Fugazi who's hanging on the ropes.
Yeah, it was kind of a Houston Hangover-esque maneuver.
That was sick.
It was really awesome, and the crowd popped hard for it.
I know he also does a version of the same move where he does the full rotation into a double stomp, but this was his leg drop variation. But yeah, dude, I just went, oh, when I saw him do that, I was like, oh my God.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So many great spots in this match. Far too many to talk about.
Rayden pulling Dalton and Soy off the top with that double power bomb at one point.
That looked awesome. That was that's something that you'd normally need two people for that. That's he did the Authors of Pain finish, but as himself. Well done, Rayden. You are jacked. You are a strong man.
Yeah,
or whatever you are.
Yeah, there's this great spot where Mitch just pops Soy up into the air, catches him in a torch rack, and then hits that inverted Death Valley driver. Holy crap! They start
good.
Slamming everybody, power bombs Dalton onto Bobby, but then Rayden picks him up, hits a big slam to Mitch for 2. Rayden gets this one-handed military press tossing Dalton over the top. That was
crazy. Him holding up Soy with one hand.
No, it's Dalton.
Oh, it's Dalton. I'm sorry.
It's Dalton
holding up Dalton with one hand, jeez, this man is jacked. This man is just. I am continually, every time I go to a top show, I'm more and more impressed with Rayden.
Yeah. Towards the end, Kody hits a student star press off the top to Mitch and Dalton on the floor. I'm like, please don't die. And he doesn't. And then he gets back in, gets a standing guillotine on Rayden, but Rayden reverses out of it, suplexes him up, and puts him through a door that's in the corner of the ring, and then pins Kody for the win. Holy shit, this match was insanity.
It was the match that kept on giving. Every time I was like, oh, wow, this is the pinnacle. This is they're not going to get crazier than this. And then they went 2 steps higher. And then they went 2 steps higher. Each and every one of these guys made a concerted effort to make this match better. And if you want a super big high spot match to open, you open with something like this.
Mhm.
So this is them. This is the company laying all their cards on the table, saying, "Okay, here's the best that we've got. Get ready for more." And yeah, no, it was phenomenal. Like everyone, big shout outs to Soy, Mitch, Dalton, Bobby, Ezzy, and Rayden. All of you did amazing.
Yeah, like just top to bottom, this was absolutely phenomenal. And I'm so impressed by everybody in this match.
There is one spot you missed that I wanted to talk about.
Go right ahead.
It
Go
was
right ahead.
Mitch doing the outside. He pulled that amazing cinched looking gotch style pile driver. Oh, I forget. I think he did it to
On to Bob. Bob.
Ezmeraldo.
No, it was Bobby.
Oh, it was Bobby. Yeah, no, he
It
did
was
it on
Bob.
Bobby.
Yeah.
And every like he did it in like the paint by number style where he was doing every move super slowly just to show exactly what he was doing and really played it up to the crowd. God, Mitch has gotten so good.
Right in front of us
Ultra
too,
violent.
which is even better. He right in front of us, man. It was great.
Yeah,
And there's this jerk, there's this huge jerk dressed up as Billy Gunn, and he's booing Mitch Clarke like the jerk that he is. I think that jerk ass, his name is Jason. Yeah, Jason, that jerk ass. Booing Mitch.
See,
I don't know. No, Mitch is great.
He's just doing it to be in character. He's supposed to be an ass.
No. This is Jason doing it. Jason boos Mitch all the time. I don't understand. Mitch is the best. You can't boo the best.
Come on, Jason. No. Get with it.
No. Come on, Jason.
Get with it, Jason.
It's all about Mitch, buddy. It's all about Mitch. You got anything else on this one, or are we good to go?
No, that was the big one that we missed that I wanted to bring up. Again, great match. Phenomenal.
Yeah. So we move on. The women of Top Talent Pro Wrestling are on here, and we've got Kat Von Heez teaming up with Ava Lawless to take on a relentless Rylie Rose and a woman making her debut here in Top Talent Pro Wrestling, Vicki Vicious, who I actually got an autograph from at the show.
Yeah, Vicki Vicious here from I was wrong with my initial response. I got the deets from my friend Jocelyn at Obscurus Doodles on Instagram. She gave me the scoop that Vicki Vicious is actually from Calgary. She does a lot of stuff with Can-Am wrestling. So yeah, making her debut. She's got this really awesome, like, sort of like punk vibe. Initially I was like, first thing I thought of when I saw her was like getting a bit of a Ashley Massaro vibe off of her. Yeah, just from her look. Like, no offense to Ashley Massaro, rest in peace, but Vicki can actually wrestle.
Oh, wow. Okay. At least you're giving the compliment to the person, but you're shaming the dead. Okay, interesting way to go.
I am making no friends. Trust me. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
All the wrestlers are gonna be tearing down my door, being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, so I got a few notes here. Kat getting a beautiful big delayed suplex on Rylie, and she gets a 2 out of that. Vicky's got a solid spine buster, man. She hits it on Ava for 2 at one point. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Vicki gets the money clip in, or as you layman's call it, the $1 Million Dream, or the Cobra Clutch on Ava. But Ava runs towards the corner and just drops just Vicky's face into the corner or into the turnbuckle. That looks so good. So it's such a cool way to get out of the move. I was like,
yeah, it's a great way to counter that move. It was like very similar vibe to what was it? The way that Brett got out of the $1 Million Dream and Survivor Series, where he kicked the turnbuckle and turned it into a pin.
Yep.
Like not the same, but different in a way that it feels intuitive and the ingenuity on it.
Yeah. So yeah, just great spot where Vicki hits this like beautiful pump is like a pump handle, but she had a pump in position, but then she had like a backdrop driver with it. It looked really cool there.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Hit that to Ava. Cat comes in, hits the two feline friends, or as you always call it the Irish friends with soy. So it's the two feline friends, and she follows it up.
I normally call it German friends because she's the German powerhouse, but no, I like feline friends because that fits. I like that.
Yeah, just the two feline friends.
I also really liked how the crowd were playing up Ava and Kat, calling them the Lawless Cats.
That was all that jerk Jason.
Hey, I mean, if Jason could carry
he got one right. He got one right.
Yeah, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, and then actually after the two feline friends, Cat followed up with a really good looking pile drive to Vicki. But in the end, Ava does hit the gory bomb to Rylie and pins her for the win.
Yeah, very fun contest. Very happy with Vicki's performance. I definitely hope she comes back and does more stuff with Edmonton Promotions. Would love to see her wrestle again. Wrestle some. I'm trying to think of who else it would be good to see her wrestle against. I wouldn't mind seeing Vicki and Sam Slides from RCW. Like, I think that would be a pretty decent match.
Yeah.
Very fun. Very fun.
Yeah. Anything else? You got anything else on this one?
No, nothing really worth bringing up. Stuff that I thought was funny in the moment, but no.
You're not like, oh, that's not so funny,
That's like 90% of my notes.
Oh, I've got a couple from Sunday that, I'm not going to actually say. They wrote them down, but I'm not going to say them.
Yep, same here.
So we move on. It's the Tren Hendrix Open Challenge, and two of our favorites showed up. Lone Star Scotty Ace and Matthias Jones make their way out. And
I felt so bad for them.
Dude. Like we watched Scotty get destroyed a couple weeks ago, right? We go watch Scotty get wrecked by Tren a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Tren got smashed Scotty got smashed by Tren at the RCW show a couple weeks ago. And before that, at Slamfest, Tren absolutely dominated Othias with that crazy move where he grabbed Othias at the entrance and ran all the way down the ramp and powerbombed him into the ring. And I'm like, let's put them together. It's like, and
they might have they both lose spectacularly to Tren in their singles opportunities. So like you might as well keep them up to see if they can do any better. And they didn't. Like it was
they got absolutely smacked. And I'm sorry, boys. Like I love you guys, but come on. You got absolutely dominated. And I felt so bad, particularly for Othias, because he came out with new gear. And really awesome looking gear. Like it was a red and black, like the hungriest dog vibe. It was great pants, great gear. I felt bad because it's like, nah, Tren's gonna murder them.
Yeah, so Tren attacks them both, gets Othias in the corner, picks up Scotty, buckle bumps Scotty into Othias in the corner, then picks up Scotty again and power bombs him in the middle. He starts power slam it. He's power slams Othias, falls arrow driver, but Othias actually kicks out, and I'm like, oh, dude, you made a mistake. Tren, he makes them tag.
Yeah, that was very funny. He just like drags Scotty over and he like slaps
him. He dragged Othias to Scotty and and then yanked Scotty into the ring.
That is hilarious.
Tren hits like a F5000 to Scotty, huge release German to Othias, big follow slam to Scotty. Then he goes, I did not expect this. He goes to the top. It hits a moonsault onto both guys that picks, I think he picked up Scotty and hits the one-winged angel for the win.
Yeah, no, that was, if this match was meant to be a showcase for how crazy, awesome, and strong Tren Hendrix is. And yeah, he is. he is a he is a tank with no brakes, going basically going Mach 5 everywhere he goes, tearing through all the competition he's had, which is, to be fair, 2 people so far. But he's murdered them. It's unfortunate. I feel bad. Sorry, boys. Love you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to see Tren wrestle some more people with that can show off his and complement his strengths better. Like, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Tren tear it up with Mitch. That would be a fun match. The only other thing I have for this match is actually in the build-up, in the promos before the show. They were billing Tren Hendrix as the all natty daddy on socials, which I find particularly hilarious because if you remember at the RCW show, Gussie called him the anabolic assassin.
So which one's true? Is he the
That's a good
anabolic assassin,
question.
or is he all that, or he's all natural?
It is Gussie, to be fair. Gussie could be lying. That's very much in Gussie's wheelhouse.
It is true. It is true.
Like, the 3 things that Gussie knows best is sell bottles, litigate, and lie. Please don't sue me, Gussie.
I'll serve him with the papers, bro. Give me the papers, Gussie. I'll serve him with the papers. You'll never see it coming.
I'm screwed. I already owe Nate $10,000.
There you go. See, you owe Nate $10,000. Now you're gonna owe Gussie 20. So
I'll have your 10K at the show on Friday, Nate.
So after this murder, we moved on to Sheik Shabaz versus Gabriel Lestat. Gabriel coming out with his money in the bank, but it's more like his money in the coffin. Coffin shaped briefcase he has now.
It's a great gimmick having a briefcase that's like themed to your character. I had 2 names for it. Originally, I was going to say Money in the Mausoleum, but you're not carrying a whole mausoleum around. My other one was as Omen Gabriel with his Marilyn Manson lunchbox.
I like that
because he comes out to the Marilyn Manson song. I thought that was clever. But hey, it's Sheik Shabaz.
Is that the Lost Boys song?
I thought it was the Marilyn Manson cover of the Lost Boys song.
It might be. I don't know who does this, that did that song, but I know it's a song from the Lost Boys.
It is a song from the Lost Boys, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're gonna do it. Gabriel hitting the combination to unite this combination cabron, really nice in the corner to Shaky Baby. He hits a really nice tope suicida to him too. He actually hits a tornillo spat, like where he holds himself over the top rope and spins to land on Sheik inside the ring. Looked really good. Sheiky gets back control at one point. Just beating on Gabe, whips him into the corner hard, takes him to the floor, whipping him into the steps. He does a spot where he runs up the steps, jumps off, and drops an elbow onto Gabe. Gabriel sat on the
floor.
That
was super fun. I love that they were like I never really think about the steps at top. Because like the steps are never really a focal point. That's just it. Wrestling steps are never really meant to be a focal point. Even in
unless you think about the tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs pay-per-view.
That is the one time the stairs have been a focal point. Which that was a fun pay-per-view as mid as it was. I enjoyed it at least. But then again, I was an idiot mark at the time. So yeah. But you never think about the stairs being used a lot. And this was a fun little use of the stairs.
Yeah. There's a really cool spot from Sheik in here where they're back in the ring after he hit his tope or his tope atomico over the top, the Eddie Gross.
His big over the top where he flips over and does a senton. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Senton Atomico. I apologize, not Tope Atomico. Senton Atomico. he goes running at Gabriel in the corner. It's where he leaps up to like essentially hit a senton to a standing opponent, and Gabriel dodges, and he just goes crashing into the corner, drops on his head. I'm like, how is this man not dead?
Yeah, it was like a weird reverse of the Flair turnbuckle bump where he like flips up and up onto it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it was like the reverse of that.
Yeah, it just came crashing on his head. A little bit later in the match, she gets the advantage up top. It hits the inverted superplex. That looked really good. He goes for the camel toss, but it's reversed into a Hurricane Rana, and he ends up on the ropes. And Gabriel hits this is the first time I've seen him hit it. It's the Bandito 21 plex. Hits it perfect, and then follows up with the Destino for the win. And this match was solid as hell. Like,
yeah, that match went really hard. This match clued me in onto something with Gabriel that I was kind of feeling weirdly on the fence of. I like Gabe's lucha. I think he has pretty decent lucha chops, and like you can tell that time in Mexico definitely paid him some dividends because he's got like the springboard stuff. Like you said the Bandito 21 plex, absolute classic. And yeah, no, he hit that thing perfectly. Yeah, and Sheik is always fun to see. I love a bit of Sheik Shabaz, absolute veteran of the scene, and every time he gets in there, he goes and performs a dang banger. Like the 3 or 4 matches we've covered with him on the show so far have all been phenomenal and all had standout moments. So
yeah, Sheik always delivers. He's that good. He always delivers. I think the only time in his career I didn't really care for him is when I think I saw him versus Richie Rage for like the 50th time in a row. And I was like, come on, no more Richie Rage matches. I think I watched him face Richie Rage at every Edmonton PWA show for like a year. And I was like, dude, no, I don't want any more of this. It's with either tag team or with singles. And I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. But
it sounds like what everyone says when they talk about Weston versus Harlan.
Yeah, kind of true. But yeah,
really good match.
Absolutely phenomenal match. And if it wasn't for the next match, this probably would have been my match of the night. But
this very nearly was my match of the night, yeah. But unfortunately, the next match has something to say.
We have the King of the Triple Threats Championship on the line. It is Mo Jabari defending against Krieger and the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler. Let's go. I think you, me, and Andreas and Mike were the only ones just you, me, and Andreas, because Mike was chanting for Krieger. I think we were the only ones chanting for the Golden Gun here, man.
Yeah, no, and like it was weird because I had never seen Mark Wheeler. You're the Mark Wheeler aficionado in our friend group, I would say.
I've seen him once before at Love Wrestling.
That makes you an aficionado. Yeah, no, but after this, I'm absolutely a Mark Wheeler fan. He is awesome. He's crisp. He's technically sound. And you put him in the ring with Mo Jabari, who has continued to prove himself as one of the better technical wrestlers in Calgary, and Krieger, who continues to be one of my favorites in the scene. It's going to be a banger. So let's just get right into it.
Yeah, I do have to talk about Mark Wheeler for a second. This guy is out of Ontario. He's absolutely tremendous. If you can see him, go see him. He wrestles for Smash, Barry Wrestling, Capital City Wrestling. He wrestles at a lot of places. He's so good. Like, I highly recommend him. I know he's worked for Defy in the past. Like, he's really good. Highly, if you see Mark on a card, you're gonna get at least one good match by seeing Mark Wheeler. So go see it. Like,
go see Mark Wheeler. He's a super nice guy too. Super humble dude.
Yeah. Super great dude. So yeah, go see Mark Wheeler. But this match was insane. Just we were chanting Golden Gun, and then people were chanting for Mo, and then Mike was chanting for Krieger, and it was just it was so good. Like
it was great because at the right at the beginning they had the part where everyone gets their chants in, and we were chanting Golden Gun, and most of the crowd was chanting for Mo. But then Krieger gets up on the top and is ready to get chants, and then people just start chanting Shrek at him.
Well, my best part was when they were chanting for Mo, and you and me were just yelling no. Like, they would yell Mo, we'd be like no, and then they'd be like Mo, we'd be like no. It was perfect. And there's
no offense
one
to
little
Mo.
kid right behind Andreas he hated Mo Jabari. He hated Mo Jabari.
I'm going to talk about this kid in the not the next match, but the match after, because this kid was great.
He was gone. They were gone at the main event, but I would have loved to see how he really reacted with Andy. But the just double super kick to Krieger, sending him out right at the start. But yeah, they just kept. It was Golden. It was Mark Wheeler versus Mo for the first little bit here. Every time Krieger would try to come back in, they'd like kick him back out of the ring, and he had to try again to get back in. A lot of great little spots there. Krieger does eventually get back in the match. He crotches Wheeler up on top. Wheeler falls to the floor. Krieger attacks Mo. And then he takes them both, Mo to the floor. He does the meeting of the minds on the floor, just smashing their heads together. I got a couple more spots here. Huge slice bread by Mark Wheeler onto Krieger for 2. So good. Beautiful big boot by Krieger to Wheeler for 2. Wheeler comes in with a swinging flatter out of the ropes to Krieger. He goes to hit Mo with it, but Mo stops him. Puts him in, goes for the sharpshooter, but then lets him up, hits him with a super kick, then puts him in the sharpshooter, but then Krieger comes in, hits Mo with the DDT.
And it's like a future shock DDT because he got a little bit of the double underhook in there.
Yeah, like did a little bit underhook, like 1, 2, 3, and we have a new king of the triple threats.
What's
3 belts? 1, 2, 3, because it's 3 belts Krieger, baby.
3 belts Krieger. RCW International Tag Champ, RCW Canadian Champ, King of the Triple Threats.
Yep. 3 belts Krieger, baby. 3 belts Krieger. Let's go.
Yeah, no, that match was so good that I'm glad you took a lot of notes on that because I was just completely enamored for 2/3 of the match. I didn't start actually actively taking notes until the match was almost over. There was one spot that I think you missed where Mo went for a sharpshooter and I believe Mark Wheeler reversed it into this weird sort of black hole slam-esque thing where he got him up into the fall-away slam position, I believe it was. I might be confusing this with a CWE match. I apologize.
Oh, it was just a swinging no. Yeah, it was just a swinging rock bottom or whatever, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it was just a whoop. Yeah. I don't know why. I guess it's just whenever I see that maneuver where you got him like this and then you just do a turn, it kind of reminds me of a black hole slam.
I get you.
Once again, showing my my original TNA adoration. Yeah, no, this match, phenomenal. This is my match of the night. Krieger, Mo, and Mark all did incredible, and all of them brought a different flavor of wrestling to this match. Because you had Mark, he was the high octane, frenetic offense that I love so much. Mo is the technical wizard with all of his submission holds, mostly the sharpshooter, but he's good at the holds. And Krieger, he was the entertainment factor. He was the wild card. He was consistently getting the crowd to get invested in the match. And that's what I love about Krieger is he's just really good at getting the crowd to react. And that is paramount to godliness in this sport. So, and I think despite my love of Mark Wheeler, I think the right man won. So, well done, 3 belts Krieger. Long live the king of the triple threats. Great match. 5 stars.
As much as I'm a big fan of Mark Wheeler, I am also a big fan of Krieger, and I'm very happy he's 3 belts Krieger now because means we're gonna see more Krieger. That's all that means.
Yes, that is
More
what this scene needs is more Krieger.
More Krieger. Yep. So, we are going to move on to one of the featured people from this card, Mike Santana taking on Harlon Abbott. Good. I didn't get notes for the first couple minutes of the match. I had to run to the bathroom. I got back from
also ran to the bathroom
after this had started. Like I went in between matches, but by the time I got back after I got a drink and everything. So yeah, great. Good technical rolling early. Santana going around the ring, just chopping the shit on the outside, on the inside, just chopping the crap out of Harlon Abbott. Great spots there. Santana is just absolutely phenomenal. It's just beautiful quarter insecurity and follows it up with a cannonball. Really good. Santana does this like back roll into a cutter that just looks so good. Like he just did like it's a backward somersault up into a cutter. Oh,
Santana is so crisp. You can that's incredibly obvious why he's doing this incredible cross-brand work with TNA and NXT now. Like he is one of the technical workhorses in TNA right now. So I'm just incredibly blown away because like I've been trying to catch up because we're going to TNA when they come into Edmonton in September.
September 26th and 27th.
Yep. I'm trying to get caught up so I can like be there and like understand the story. Every time I see Santana, I'm continually blown away by how good he is. So,
well, if you want to know the story, you got to watch Cheat Wave from Sunday.
Yeah, no, I know, I have to.
They just crowned a new TNA Knockouts champion.
I know about Ash by Elegance, so yeah, I know about that.
So yeah, a couple more spots here. There's Harley reverses the back roll cutter at one point and hits a burning hammer. Just look sick.
That was a great burning hammer. I do love me a burning hammer, and it's one of those moves that's like the Megadeth option in wrestling, but here it kind of felt like an afterthought. But despite that, I do love me a good burning hammer.
Just great reversals here. Trading strikes. Santana hits a pop-up Death Valley driver. Harlon reverses a power bomb into a Canadian destroyer. Just crazy stuff here. They start trading pinfalls and into this match, and Santana just catches Harlon with an inside cradle, 1, 2, 3, and it's over. And you're like, what the hell? How did this end like that? What the hell? It was so good.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. It's like it was kind of a SmackDown versus Raw-esque finish in my eyes, where you just keep trading pinfalls with the fun like pinfall things, and he Santana reversed a O'Connor roll sort of thing into an inside cradle. It's one of those things. It felt a little anticlimactic, but it did kind of in hindsight I felt anticlimactic, but currently like it's just like it was a good way to accentuate the work rate of the match with this high octane jockeying for the pin at the end. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
And of course, post match, Mike Santana cuts his thanking the crowd and thanking everyone for enjoying wrestling and TNA. And he had a little dig at Trick Williams, fuck Trick Williams and all that. So good.
And we did start chanting "whoop that Trick," but I didn't mean it in in support of Trick. I was meaning like whoop
that Trick. That's what I was.
And he just turns and goes, "Fuck Trick Williams," and I'm like, "Shit." He thinks I was cheering for Trick. Damn it! That's not what I meant. I meant it as like whoop. Go whoop Trick.
Yeah, go whoop his ass. Which, to be fair, he definitely will. I hope. Yeah. So that was a fun little promo, and at the same time, Mike finishes his promo. He shakes Harlan's hand. They do the raising the hands thing. Santana leaves, and then the lights go out, and then the screen turns on, and you get the little the standing by, the colored bands, and who's on the screen but Nick Nemeth saying he's going to be a top talent on September 28th. The weekend.
Sunday.
Sunday.
So this is now a TNA triple threat weekend because Friday the 26th, we've got Victory Road. I cannot wait. On the Saturday, we have the Victory Road TV tapings. So essentially, it's the TNA tapings for TV for 2 to 4 weeks worth of stuff, usually.
Also will be hilarious and fun.
And then Sunday, on the 28th, you now have Top Talent Pro Wrestling featuring TNA superstar Nick Nemeth.
Which I am,
and it's an early start time. It is an early start time. Like I think they said, like the
meet and greets 4:30, bells 6. I think it is.
Is it? Yeah, something like I forgot to grab the graphic.
Yeah, it's fine. We leave the stuff to the website at the end of the video anyway, so
that is very
they'll be able to go check it out themselves. But yeah, no, it's going to be a triple threat weekend of TNA, so I am super stoked for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, meet and greet at 4:30, show at 6. So
yeah, no, I'm super stoked for that. And it seems like the way they ended that with Ivan, what about Ivan asking Harlon? It looks like we're going to be getting Nick Nemeth versus Harlon Abbott, which, to be fair, if Nick was gonna wrestle anyone on Top Talent's roster, I think
it would be Kody Garcia.
It should be Kody Garcia, and if it wouldn't be Garcia, it should be Mitch Clarke, and if it wouldn't be Clarke,
it should be Dalton Road. Should be Dalton Road. And if it's not Dalton Road, it should be Harlon.
Harlon is like 4th on the list, but
at least our list.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, he's first in line for a lot of people, so good for him on that. And yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm super pumped to see this. I cannot wait to see I cannot see Nick Nemeth. We're gonna be seeing him Friday and Saturday, but to see him in like such a smaller venue
and to have the seeing him wrestle is one thing. Having the opportunity to actually go up and shake his hand and say, "Hi, you used to be Dolph Ziggler."
I've already done that.
Oh.
When he was doing comedy, I got to meet him after one of the shows that he was doing. He's doing stand up. I think he showed this out, but he did stand up. Actually, my buddy was the MC for him on that show. But my other buddy, Adam.
Okay. Oh, Adam Blank. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Nick Nemeth coming to town, ladies and gentlemen.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
So we got 2 more matches. Weston King with Gussie Jones versus Big Jesse Youngblood. If Jesse wins this match, he gets a shot at the Top Talent Pro Wrestling Championship. We got a collar and elbow lockup dance, little dancing here, and dancing around the collar and elbow tie up. The spot where Weston gets Jesse's in the corner and he pulls him down like you think he's going for the Cheeky Nando's kick. But he just like big boots him, Cheeky Nando's, but with a big boot instead.
You're like, it's not even cheeky. It's just boom, foot in the face.
Yeah. And then he pulls him down into a torture rack bomb, but he only gets 2. There's just a lot of crazy. Jesse with a power bomb for 2, then follows with a choke slam for 2. Just lots of crazy stuff. Gussie's in Gussie slips out of a crowning achievement off the top and then slams Weston off the top, but Gussie pulls the ref out. He's distracting the ref. Tren Hendrix appears, spears Jesse, but Weston can only get 2. Falls out of the way, literally falls out of the way because he just kind of collapses, and Tren spears the post, goes through the corner, spearing the post, taking him out. He stops another crowning achievement, hits a spear, goes to the top, hits the moonsault for the win.
I first of all, I'm going to take my Weston fan stance and say Gussie continually being able to book non-title matches for Weston is an incredibly smart move. I think he's been doing really well with the legal documentation lately. I can speak with confidence, considering a peer of mine, not a friend, a peer of mine, who has a incredibly slanderous Instagram account to Weston recently got litigation from him. So
Don't
I
get
think
us in trouble. Do
I'm
not
not
get us
going.
in trouble.
Look, I'm not going to get us in trouble. If anything, I'm getting myself in trouble, and that is not going to be.
You know whatever you say on here is good. I'm gonna get in trouble. The boss Mike's gonna get in trouble. Don't get us in trouble. I don't need no lawsuits from a bottle boy.
Okay, you don't want lawsuits from Gussie. First thing is you don't call him a bottle boy. That's the first thing.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Anyway, the match was really good. I wish that Weston won, obviously, but I think it was a very fun contest. And especially with the post-match stuff, Weston did end up getting on top at the end. Because post-match, everyone in Weston's camp, Weston, Tren, and Gussie all lay the boots to Big Jess, get their heat back. Omen comes in with his Marilyn Manson lunchbox, runs in, starts beating Gussie with it, beats Tren with it, gets them down, and goes to cash in, goes to hand the briefcase over to the referee, and Gussie manages to stop the ref. I think he clubs the back of the ref, or he pulls him out of the ring, one of the two.
No, he hit him with the crutch. Yeah.
Oh, he hit him with the crutch. Okay, good. Yeah, Gussie hits him with the crutch, and King takes the opportunity, hits a big crowning achievement on Omen, lays him out. King stands tall at the end, and unfortunately, he does have to go into the next show with probably him wrestling Jesse for the title, but I think he was pretty damn close. He was this close to beating Jesse, so he can definitely do it. I believe in you, King.
Yeah. Well, we will see. We will see what happens next one. But it's time for your main event Hausen of the night. It is Danhausen taking on Andy Anderson Hausen. Let's go. But
Very
I don't have
fun.
notes. I don't have any notes for this because I literally sat there recording the whole thing because I'm like, I need to always have video reminder of Andy Anderson versus Danhausen. So my boy AWS is gonna run us through this one.
Yeah, this is definitely the best built match on the card because Dan and Andy both. I know, but Dan and Andy both had.
Just even before the show, during the meet and greet, Andy cut a promo.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Dan had a promo. Up on the socials beforehand. But Andy, he had a show before the show started, calling everyone in the audience knuckle dragging mouth breathers, which is just great insult. Strong. He threatens to end Dan's career and makes all of the collector's items he's selling as merch make them collector's items, as he won't be able to wrestle and sign this merch anymore because he's going to break his curse, break his spirit, and break his back all in one. Great promo, honestly. No notes. Very, very fun promo. Anyway, the match.
Andy is the best promo guy going. He is the best heel in all of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, best.
God of Thunder, El Lobo, so many names. Yeah, let's get to the match.
Legend.
ROH legend. Forgive me. I was
2 matches.
That is 2 more matches in ROH than I have. So yes, he is an ROH legend.
ROH legend, 100%.
Yeah. So this match it's definitely more of a sort of knockdown, drag out fight than it is a wrestling match. It begins Danhausen with a big crowning blow to Andy. He does the double axe handle to Andy. He goes for the teeth, his jar of teeth that he has. He pokes. Andy runs away and manages to get back into the ring and take control with an eye poke. I forgot to mention, right at the beginning of the match, before the real match had even started in earnest, Danhausen, in his usual best, curses Andy, gives him the old curse, and Andy grabs the mic, goes outside, grabs the mic from Ivan, and he says, "Your curse means shit," essentially. And then he goes to go back into the ring, and he trips and falls. Dang, that curse has settled in quick this year. Let's see, what else have I got? There's a bit. Oh no, that's. Oh yeah, there's a bit. In the middle of the match where there's these two kids outside, and they have like this little cutout Danhausen face on a stick, and he gets out, he leans outside of the ring, and he threatens to slap those two kids, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, okay.
He also said, "Your parents don't love you."
God, he's such a good heel. Oh, he's so good. Yeah, no, a lot of this is just jaw jacking and punching and running and walking around the ring rather than like holds happening. Andy goes to he takes the jar, he gets in control. He takes the jar of teeth while Danhausen is down, and he threatens to punt it into the crowd. Of course, Smalls stops him, not because he's trying, not because of any like legal reason for the match, but because he doesn't want to clean up all the glass and teeth, which I think is a valid reason. Don't want to turn this into a death match.
Sure.
Danhausen comes back, and he manages to hit a really awesome looking tornado DDT off of the top rope. Very fun. We get a really awesome looking, thunderous, if I may say, choke slam from Andy. Thunderous because, of course, he is the god of thunder. It's a lot of jockeying back and forth. We get to near the finish. We get a sunset flip, and we get a little bit of a shout out to OSW with Aloha Andy, where it's the bit where the sunset flip, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" You know, the big cartoon panto thing. Love OSW. Great podcast.
I don't know if OSW invented that, but okay.
Well, no, OSW, they have a joke. Okay, I'll explain this very quickly. Sidebar.
Okay. So
I'll tell you later, but the people that know OSW get it. We get a sleeper cinched in by Andy to Danhausen. I thought, yeah, a sleeper Hausen, but I'm like, wait a minute, that's kind of ineffective on Danhausen. Like, it clearly looks like he doesn't really sleep that often. Danhausen manages to get out of that. We get the finish where Danhausen manages to do his big comeback spot. He gets a bunch of strikes in, manages to get Andy onto the ground. He gets the teeth. He pours the teeth into Andy's mouth. We get a big super kick. Yeah, which is disgusting, by the way. We get a big super kick by Danhausen, and the teeth go everywhere. He spits them out. And Danhausen, like I said, sorry, I'm words. Danhausen super kicks Andy. The teeth go everywhere, and Danhausen goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Danhausen picks up the Winhausen in Edmontonhausen.
Yeah, I thought great way to cap off the night. Very I like the comedy aspect to it, and with Danhausen winning and just getting it kind of sent everybody home with a happy feeling, seeing Danhausen kind of come out on top and seeing Andy Anderson getting his
comeuppance.
Yeah.
Is Comeuppance-hausen. Yeah, I really like the dichotomy of the guests this time. Because you have Santana, who's like the very serious, the very really awesome technical wrestler, and you have him wrestle one of the best workers on the roster. I'll give him that. About 2/3 of the way through the show, and then the main event is like Danhausen, who, to be fair, he does do a good job. He's a good worker. It's just he's not as technically sound as Mike Santana if we're going on the guest spectrum on this show. But you have like a nice comedy fight, sort of like a street fight-esque brawl. And again, like you said, it sent the crowd home happy. Andy got beaten up. Everyone loves that. Great. He's an ROH legend. He's gonna kick my ass next time I see him. I swear.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so. Screw you, dude.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of another episode of the Pop Spot. My boy, AWS, where can they find you?
Okay, well, I mean, if we're talking about Gussie, he can find me in court, I guess, soon. But seriously, you can find me on the Blue Sky at awscomedy.bluesky.social. You can find me on the Instagrams at awscomedyeg. And if you want to watch a podcast where me, our buddy Andreas, and my best friend in the whole world, who loves to make me feel like we shouldn't be.
And he's 45.
At 45, yeah. If you want to see us talk about Power Rangers, you can catch all of that at the Morphomania podcast on youtube.com/@humanoidfreak2515. That's all I've got for that. And in terms of the Grindstone Theater's big fundraiser campaign, we are just coming up on the tail end of that. There's about a week left. I want to start by thanking everyone that had the opportunity and had the ability to make a donation of any amount. Every little bit helps. Like I said in the last episode, the fundraiser show was very successful. There was a good amount of money raised for that. Currently on the website, the total is sitting at $20,800 out of their initial goal of $40,000. And there is only 6 days left. So, again, it's not necessarily about whether or not we hit 100%. It's about every little bit helping to keep this place that I hold so near and dear in my heart open. So if you have the ability to make a last-minute donation of any amount, every little bit helps. You can donate at grindstonetheater.ca/donate. If you happen to be in a large amount of money and you want to throw that the Grindstones way, you can actually sponsor seats. You can sponsor a seat in the theater for $500. If you, for some ungodly reason, have $1,000 that you're willing to throw at the Grindstone, you can sponsor one of their bathrooms. You can get a big plaque on the bathroom with your name on it for $1,000 if you really feel like you want to do that and make at least me very happy that you're supporting theater and the arts in Edmonton. So yeah, please do check that out if you can. I've rambled on long enough. Where can they find you, my friend?
They can find me on the X and Blue Sky at That Candidate Guy, TikTok, Instagram, Threads at That Candidate. They can find me on our local establishment every Sunday, where I talk about all the world of sports. This past Sunday, actually, we did POV became a preview show for Forbidden Door that we talked about, a preview, picking our winners for that. But next Sunday is a big episode of Point of View because we're beginning football season. The preseason has been happening, but our American football season begins. This Sunday, you can come hang out over on our local establishments, YouTube or Twitch, whichever one you prefer, as myself, my co-host Bobby Munson, and the returning co-host, Ed. He makes his way back after his summer break. The three of us, along with our friends Mark, the Empress, Peggy, STG, who's always in the chat, Bobby Stats, who's always in the chat, and my personal friends, Josiah. The 8 of us are starting up the OL League Fantasy League of Greatness. You can come check us out as we do our fantasy draft right there live on screen at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come watch us make fun of ourselves, make fun of each other, because Bobby he's only just started watching football last year. Peggy is only a recent football player. I think me and Ed it's between me, Ed, and my buddy Josiah and STG, I think, and maybe even Bobby Stats, because it's gonna be interesting. So come check us out as we do the draft on Sunday morning. It'll be a good time. It'll be just a fun little hoot. And then we're also going to be doing our first week of NFL predictions, as we are going to have 2 games to predict on that day, because there is a game, the opening NFL game on Thursday, September 4th, and then there is a game in Brazil on the 5th of September. So we're going to be doing our predictions for both of those games. So come check us out this Sunday, POV. It is our American football predictions and fantasy extraordinary episodes. So come check that out. You can also find me right here on where the heck did it go? Right here on Backbreaker Video. That's the wrong one. This is the one. YouTube.com/@Backbreaker Video. You see me and AWS do all of our great stuff here. See all the other great wrestling content from Mike the Rev, along with AEW watch alongs. If you want to see them live, they're right here on YouTube, or you can go over to twitch.tv/Mike the Rev, where you see him do his AEW watch alongs live there. You can play a bunch of video games over there. But if you want to see replays of that gaming content, go to youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming. And for all of that, and for all information on Top Talent Pro Wrestling, go to TopTalentWrestling.com, and you will be able to find out ticket information over there. So go check them out.
Can I get a pop for that?
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. Well, that brings us to the end of another rip-roaring edition of the Pop Spot here on Backbreaker Media. This has been my friend Andre C. I have been AWS. Remember to like the video, comment, subscribe to Backbreaker Media to get all of these videos in the future. Do all the fun YouTube stuff. And until next time, stay poppin'. Bye-bye.